Prince Harry has been criticized for attacking Prince Charles' parenting style in his latest podcast appearance, leading a friend of the Prince of Wales to question where the Duke's compassion went. Hosted by American actor Dax Shepard, the Duke of Sussex appeared on the Armchair Expert podcast and talked about his upbringing in the royal family. During the recording, Harry said Charles handed down a cycle of genetic pain and suffering he suffered as a child. The Duke told Mr. Shepard he was raised by Charles in the way he was treated, repeating his view he felt trapped as a royal. Harry also shared he realized Charles raised him and Prince William in the same way the Prince of Wales was raised by Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, and added he wants to break the cycle. He said, "There's a lot of genetic pain and suffering that gets passed on anyway. Isn't life about breaking the cycle? There's no blame. But certainly when it comes to parenting, if I have experienced some kind of pain or suffering because of the pain or suffering that, perhaps, my father or my parents had suffered, I'm going to make sure I break that cycle so I don't pass it on." A close friend of Charles was incensed at Harry's comments about his upbringing, and told the Daily Mail he judged Charles harshly. They told the outlet, "If you follow Harry's logic and treat the royals just as ordinary people, then the prince is a single parent who's been doing his best for years. Can you imagine how it feels to have that effort judged so harshly, so publicly?" Harry talks about compassion. But where is the compassion for his father? Where is your compassion for your own family who have just buried a much loved member? And where is your compassion for your grandmother who has just lost the man she's loved all her life? During his appearance on the Armchair Expert podcast, Harry defended his views and said he was not complaining about his time as a royal. He said he was sharing vulnerability, which he hoped would have a positive impact on those struggling with mental health. Speaking about his upbringing from Charles and noting Charles' time in Gordonstone School in Scotland, Harry added, "Suddenly I started to piece it together and go, okay, so this is where he went to school. This is what happened. I know this about his life. I also know that is connected to his parents, so that means has treated me the way he was treated. So how can I change that for my own kids? And here I am. I moved my whole family to the US. That wasn't the plan, but sometimes you've got to make decisions and put your family first and put your mental health first." In March, Harry told Oprah Winfrey he felt trapped in the royal family, suggesting William and Charles are stuck in the system. Speaking about his relationship with Charles, he told Ms. Winfrey, "There is a lot to work through there. I feel really let down, because he's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like. I will always love him, but there is a lot of hurt that's happened. I will continue to make it one of my priorities to try to heal that relationship, but they only know what they know." Charles was said to have been knocked to the ground with several punches by Harry and Meghan Markle's interview with Ms. Winfrey. Royal commentator Julie Montague appeared on Channel 5's Charles and Harry, Father-Son Divided, and said, "The person who was really knocked to the ground in that interview with several punches was Prince Charles 100%. The takeaway from that interview was that there is a real rift. There is real distance, there is real anger." Relationship psychologist Anjula Mutanda added, he wanted to get a message through that he has struggled deeply with what has been going on and there were definite fractures in the relationship. These are seismic statements to make about one's own family members, and I wonder from Charles' point of view he would have felt very exposed by his son.